Hello, Internet world. We are Swamp Folk, and we are here to do a show for you. And to get started, all we need is a question that hopefully somebody posted for us on Facebook. Joe, why don't you find one of those questions and read it to us now?
All right. Question comes from Frank Netcher. Which came first? Chicken, a chick, a chicken, or a dinosaur? And he's reading emojis, so I may be not 100% correct on the interpretation of the emoji characters, but it looks like a little chick and then a chicken head and then like a big dinosaur skull that's green. I don't know. It's weird.
I definitely think the dinosaurs came first because I went to the Museum of Natural History this summer with my nephew, and there are fossils in there that have been around for millions of years. And I do believe the bird was developed after such dinosaur.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree. I went to the Creation Museum, and it says very, very clearly that dinosaurs never existed or they were planted by the scientists to confuse everyone away from the teachings of God and Jesus. The world was created about 2000-ish, around 2011 years ago. I might be off with the last digit, but
I'm going to go ahead and say that despite my respect for both Dasha and Jim's theories concerning, I don't know, beasts that lived millions of years ago, who gives a shit? Really, who gives a shit if the chicken or the egg was first, right? But simply, it has to be the egg because the egg starts as like this lesser-celled being, right, that could much more easily have been created from like a tide pool, right, and then it got like some kind of a funky combination of like shell fragments that formed around it, and then that single-celled thing turned into like a big yolk in the middle. That's, you know what I'm saying? So who gives a shit about dinosaurs? Although I would tend to err on the side of creationism myself.
I think I'm gonna go with dinosaurs just because they would fuck you up if you didn't agree with them. If dinosaurs were real, I would be afraid of them. I'd be afraid to disagree with that notion.
We cut to a museum. So, as you can see here, kids, so glad you guys came from your school trip, but, you know, what we have here is discrepancy on how the Earth began, you know, like right over here we had it's like the Big Bang, and it's like there was this thing, and there was nothing, and then it exploded, and then all this stuff happened. But then on over here in this display case, you can see that we have a recreation of the Sistine Chapel. It shows the creation with God touching the you know, Adam's finger. So it's like it's up to you, you know. This museum, it's about like deciding for yourself.
Excuse me, Mr. Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you're taking our school tour here today, but really, I mean, who cares? Who cares what came first?
Oh, that is exactly what I'm getting at. Okay, kid. It's like
I
okay.
care.
Oh, that's okay, man. It's okay. It's like who cares? Who cares if Zoolander was better than Dodgeball? You know what I mean? They were both excellent movies that I made, and it's like who cares?
First of all, those are terrible examples to use in comparison with these grandiose beasts that were still simply just tools of propaganda. Do you know how long it took people to create the myth of the dinosaur? Do you know what it took to create that conspiracy?
Do you know how long it took me to write Tropic Thunder? Do you know? I mean, that was a labor of love, okay? These scientists here that created this, the whole myth of the dinosaur, props, okay? Kudos to them. They could have made it in Hollywood.
You parodied a genre. They parodied civilization.
So I ask you, right, which is the higher form of art right there?
Well, the conspiracy of propaganda, right, of your Nick Nolte character who was actually lying about having been in the war in the first place and losing his hands and all the rest of it, now makes me think a little bit that you stole the whole story from the conspiracy of dinosaurs.
Now you are getting it, okay? See, it's all circular, right? We all are copying. It all started with that first thing.
You're a Kubrickian. I never would have guessed.
You know what? You, sir, are quite well spoken for a third grader. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to say you.
Hey, excuse me?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Stiller. I want to know which came first, Zoolander or Dodgeball?
That is an excellent question. Gosh, you know, it's kind of like comparing a chicken and an egg, because one came to me as a full thought, and one kind of just came to me as just the beginnings of something, and manifested itself kind of slowly.
Mr. Stiller, I'm sorry, but can I ask who cares?
We cut to a stretch of highway in a rural area. Mr. Collins, I don't think you understand. This is the kind of town where chickens outnumber people, and you want to build a mall here?
I want to build a mall so that all the chickens can go shopping.
You understand that chickens, economically speaking, don't have a lot of buying power traditionally.
Well, the female chickens do produce eggs, which they could use as a barter system for their goods.
So you're going to, again, I think you may be overestimating the level of complexity of chicken behavior. Unless you know something I don't know.
I've lived with chickens my whole life, and I feel that they've been they've gotten very, very intelligent, and they can solve puzzles. I put up a number of fingers, and they cluck and tell me how many fingers. Like if I just put up 3, my chickens will cluck 3 times. So I think they have the cognitive ability to process a transaction.
Well, now you are from the city, and I'm just a simple farmer. Now when we want eggs from a chicken, we ain't never had no trouble doing that. It seems like building a mall is a lot of trouble to go through. Plus, you got to train them to be able to do transactions. I mean, I'm trying to understand here. I'm trying to understand.
Well, I just think that my chickens like to go in my closet and take my clothes out, and one day I'll find a chicken wearing one of my T-shirts. So I thought maybe they have a place where they can go and buy their own clothes and not have to take mine. Oh, hey there.
Is this one of your?
Yeah, that's Sally. She's my best hen.
She's very well dressed.
Yes, I got her that outfit for Christmas.
Well, look, I'll be happy to take your money. I mean, if you want to buy this field, I'll be happy to take your money. But I just wanted to understand what you were doing.
Well,
I don't.
Well, here's the thing. Bob, is it? I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't quite have any money. If you just step over here to the back of my SUV, it is full of eggs,
That's a lot of eggs, sir.
and I'm willing to give you every egg I own to build this mall.
Well, you know what? You're a dreamer, Mr. Collins, and I like dreamers.
We cut to an astrophysics lab where two men are processing Hubble's telescope data. Lou, I can't watch one more conversation between two people about the chicken and the egg from like 45 minutes ago. I thought we were going to see, beyond the reaches of time to understand how this planet was formed. But
Listen, Derek, we got to watch all these videos. It's very important. I swear to God, one of these guys banged my girlfriend.
Wait a minute. You designed this telescope to look back in time just long enough to see one of these guys incriminate themselves in banging your girlfriend?
Listen, I don't know.
I devoted my life to this project!
I don't know who fertilized her eggs, okay? I don't know. But yes, we had a budget. Yes, there was a telescope. And I got a little creative. So sue me. I'm only human.
Does any of this math work? Are we actually going to see back in time any further, or is this it?
I don't know nothing about no space-time continuum, but I do know that certain things in life cost money, like alimony, child custody. These things are important in my life, and if it took one major national conspiracy and the use of a high-powered scientific telescope to get the information that I need, then by God, Derek, by God, sometimes you got to take life by the balls.
You are the ballsiest astrophysicist in the history of the world, and despite the fact that I respect your tenacity, I feel like maybe we could have taken all of that just commitment and just outright power and devoted it to the telescope, and you could have just won custody in court and not have to.
Derek, there's all kinds of power here. Isn't there something in your past that you've always wanted to know? Maybe someone who's wronged you. Did you ever get in trouble at school when you were a kid? Did you ever miss out on one true love in your life? Maybe back in college.
Of course, all of those things.
Now we're getting somewhere.
We cut to a New York City apartment on the Lower East Side. You see, honey, I'm telling you, if we're going to put the wedding on Facebook, it matters who is going to respond first, because those people are going to bring the biggest gifts.
Well, whoever responds first is going to be my best man, honey.
Okay, so how are we going to do this? Because, neither your best friend nor your brother have responded, and there's already 17 people that have responded right away. So who's it going to be?
Well, the first guy who responded.
But I can't be your best man.
Right. I have to pick a guy. So the first guy who responded was actually your brother Jim. So I guess he's my best man, and
we see on their Facebook feeds that the brother Jim wrote, "Oh, you guys are getting married? Yeah, dude."
Oh my God. Jim is coming to the wedding. I didn't even realize that we invited him.
Yeah.
And now, because of this rule, he's going to be the best man.
Yeah. The next three guys are just the rest of the groomsmen. We got my boss, my old math teacher, and my little 10-year-old cousin.
John, you know that I haven't talked to Jim since we were 5 years old, since we were separated.
A new Facebook post pops up from Jim that's just emojis. There's a heart, there's a beer bottle, and then there's an angel.
I mean, what is this? What is he trying to say here, even?
I mean, he just likes
Beer
beer.
bottle?
He likes beer and the Angels. I mean, we live in Anaheim. It's not too hard to put that together. He's probably going to want to leave before the game starts at 7:05, so we'll have to, make sure the reception's over by then.
Jim sends the bride to be a Google Hangout.
What? What is happening? He's already sending me a Google Hangout?
Well, I think he just wants to talk to you. It's been like 20 years since you've seen him.
Oh my God! Did you already tell him that he's your best man?
Yeah, I've been texting him while I'm talking to you.
Oh my! What? I don't even have his phone number.
I know, you're not friends on Facebook either.
No, but you... Oh my... Well, I guess I have to accept the Google Hangout?
Jim sends her a LinkedIn invitation. He likes 7 of her Facebook posts.
How is this possible? I thought I completely put my notification settings on private, and now he all of a sudden wrote on my wall? What? And he likes all my posts?
Well, I'm actually using your phone, and I just I unblocked him and accepted the request.
John, I blocked him for a reason. He was stalking me. I had a restraining order against him.
All of a sudden, a Twitter post pops up on her phone that's from Jim. It says, hashtag, so glad my sister forgave me. Hashtag, sorry I fucked your high school boyfriend.
And Jim's face is her Twitter picture now.
What is happening here? John, all because of... What? I just want to get married in Jamaica and just have a nice beach wedding with our close friends and... oh my God! Why? Now all of a sudden he's back. Next thing you know, he's gonna want to move in here.
Jim posts Jamaica on her Facebook timeline. JIM-ACA.
John, what?
I'm so excited for this. I mean, you can't let him down now.
What? John, he just got out of prison. He robbed 2 7-Elevens.
Well, that's fine. I mean, even if he's on house arrest, I'm sure we can make an exception for the wedding. I'm sure that they'll, we could bring a security guard,
We
to
have to
watch.
have the wedding at his house, basically. If he's on house arrest, he can't leave his house.
Well, we'll just have to wait till he gets off then.
We
We'll have
cut
push the date
to
back.
a line for a bathroom in a New Jersey club. So that's what I says to him. My boy Dino's gonna come out here and kick your ass if you don't believe in this shit. That's the kind of guy that I am.
Okay, hold on a second, all right? So what you're trying to tell me, okay, is that there were these big creatures with scales on them roaming the earth millions of years ago. You want me to believe that?
Listen, man, I don't write the rules. I just tell it like it is, okay? I've been reading some things on Wikipedia. Try to get learned, man.
Wikipedia is from Satan. It's from Satan, you dumb gumbo. Seriously.
Who are you calling a dumb gumbo, man? I've been studying so long on this Wikipedia shit. You wouldn't even believe the things I've learned. Did you know? Did you know, for example, that America has more than 20 different amendments to its Constitution?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God, listen to you. If Sister Mary Catherine could hear you now...
Are you getting all choked up? I can't even hear a word you're saying. It sounds like... Is all this learning going to your head?
If Sister Mary Catherine could hear what you were saying right now, everything she taught us in school, everything she taught us about God and about Adam and Eve, if she could hear you talk about this Wikipedia bullshit, she would be spinning in her grave.
Derek, peace, love, and Jesus. You know those are the three things that we've had tattooed on our inner thighs since we were boys.
We
You
hear
know
an angel
Hey,
from
guys.
up above. Oh, this is Sister Mary Catherine. I heard what you said.
Oh,
God,
Sister Mary Catherine's ghost is so upset. She is coming down to this club.
why you hate what we're learning? It's just Wikipedia. Come on.
Hey guys,
Repeat
I
again.
gotta agree with the sister. If I have to hear one more conversation in line for this bathroom about dinosaurs versus religion versus I don't even know what the hell you're talking about between church and state. I come here to drink champagne and bang
Listen,
dumb
buddy,
girls.
Dinosaurs versus Religion was the best movie since 2005.
Oh, are you kidding me? Dinosaurs and Muscle Man. That was the best movie. Dinosaurs versus Religion was a whole bunch of bullshit by that Mel Gibson motherfucker.
I will bet you 4 Mountain Dew Code Reds that Mountain Dew Code Red is the best drink to drink while you are watching that movie.
I am going to
There is
agree
Mountain
with you.
Code Dew Red and up in heaven, but that language will never get you up here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sister Mary Catherine, I'm so sorry. I just got so excited. I have to tell you, bro.
20 Hail Marys for you.
Bro, you know.
Yo, I don't need to hear anything about religion in this club from Sister Mary whoever, and if I could break this bottle of Cristal on that fucking apparition's head and clean this whole day up, I would.
Yo, if you could break that bottle of Cristal right now into 4 identical shot glasses and we could share some of your bottle service, then maybe we can start talking.
Now you know who could do that? The only person capable of doing that is God. Okay? If God wants there to be 4 shot glasses made from this bottle of Cristal, then God's the only one who can do it.
4 shot glasses are miraculously are made from the Cristal.
That was
Oh my God! I just told you right there. That is God. That is proof of God right there.
You know that's just coincidence, I think. You know that anything could happen. You know, show me a real miracle, and then I'll believe that this God thing is real.
Yeah, I mean, I come here a lot. I see a lot of crazy shit on this line waiting to go to the bathroom here. I could pass this one off to coincidence. I mean,
We could do that.
the ghost of the nun, like that. I could be on DMT
Smoke
right
and
now.
mirrors.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you gumbos are gonna tell me that it just so happened that there's four perfectly shaped shot glasses in front of us. That's a miracle.
Yeah,
That
let's
is
see
a
some Dom
miracle.
Perignon. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, there's only 3 of you guys there. You mind if I grab a shot glass here and join you?
Oh, someone is going to fall in love and get married by the end of the evening.
Oh,
Did I hear something?
yeah, that was Sister Mary Catherine. All right,
Yeah, you're taking that drink away from the ghost nun.
She's been following me around ever since I accidentally killed her in middle school.
And
I
she won't
remember
let me
that.
break the bottle on her head.
She's a ghost. How are you gonna break a bottle on a ghost?
Why's everybody gotta have so many questions in this line?
Well, this line isn't going anywhere, so we might as well, question a lot of things, like the validity of a karmic being above us.
We cut to the chicken mall. So we've been open now for 2 weeks, and we've had no customers. We've had some chickens come in, but they're not capable of purchasing things because they're not capable of talking. So I'm not really sure what it is that you want me to do with all this inventory of ice cream, but it keeps melting.
Well, I reckon it's gonna go bad pretty soon, so we should probably eat it. But I think that I think we do need to give a little bit more time and kind of start advertising a little more and get some more chickens in the door here.
Well, I'm perfectly happy to have this job. I thank you very much. You know, things have been very tough for me here, and so I'm thankful for any job that I can have. But I just feel bad because there's just no business here, and this is a very a large shopping mall.
Yeah, I know. I know. I do feel bad that if we don't get enough business and business does not pick up, I will have to cut you down from 1 dozen eggs an hour to only 10 eggs an hour.
Well, that is, as long as my health insurance is still in play, I suppose I will be able to handle that. But my concern really is just for the whole town because now there's this whole mall full of chickens, and then the chickens aren't back on the farms, and they're not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing on the farms, and it's just kind of screwing with everything.
Excuse me, Mr. Collins, ma'am.
Yes.
I just wanted to come and tell you that the town has closed down. Everyone's moving away.
I'm not surprised by that.
You're only talking about the people moving out, right?
Only the
The
people.
chickens are still going to be
Well,
there.
the chickens are all here. This is why the people are leaving. I mean, our entire town, the whole livelihood of the town was chicken based, and these chickens hang out in your mall all day, and they're just not getting a lot done for us.
Now, again, I'm happy to take your money, sir. I'm happy to have this job. But really, this very fancy mall has just become one big chicken coop, honestly.
I
Well,
come to burn your mall down, Mr. Collins.
you cannot burn my mall down. It's full of chickens. You're going to kill all the
My
chickens.
heart is full of rage, sir, because I grew up in this town. My great-great-grandfather was one of the founders of this town.
Yes,
And
and you sold me the rights to build this mall with a truck full of
I
eggs.
believed in your dream, Mr. Collins. I didn't know your dream was going to turn into a nightmare. And I'm going to flick this bick, and I'm going to burn this mall down and all the chickens and us and everybody in it.
Well,
We cut to two brontosauruses having a conversation in a huge bog 40 million years ago. So that's my point. I mean, is the dinosaur or the egg? I mean,
I don't know.
we're here and we can make the eggs. I mean, I don't understand why we even have to make the distinction. It's like, why can't it just be one thing? Why does the question have to be? Is it, I don't get it. Like, why does everybody have to complicate things so much?
I just think we just want to know the answer. We just want to know what's going on. Just want to know everything.
Seems like there's
Hey,
more.
guys.
Hey,
Oh, sorry. You still talking about what came first, the dinosaur or the egg?
yeah, I was even thinking maybe there's more pressing business. I mean, it's getting chilly.
Yeah, and we've been sitting outside this bog for so long, and I want to go in and drink some tree sap.
When I get down in the water now, it's too cold. When I get up out of the water, it's too windy.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Did y'all notice that comment?
I did. I saw that. You saw that too?
It's getting close.
We cut to heaven.
So, oh God, it's Sister Mary Clarence. Thank you so much for seeing me on such last minute. Before I go back down to the New Jersey club, I just have a question for you. And I'm wondering.
I can't hear another story. I can't hear another story
No,
about the
it's
Jersey
not a
Club.
story,
Sister
Bob.
Mary,
No, I just want to know what came first, the chicken, the egg, or the dinosaur? What happened?
Sister Mary Catherine, I endowed you
Clarence,
with the ability to speak to them, and all you want to ask me are the same round and round philosophical questions that never get anything done. Go back to Earth and affect these people in some good way. Stop going to the club in Jersey to try and change them.
That's our show, everybody. I think that's a really good lesson for everyone to have learned, to do good for people and stop wasting your time in clubs in New Jersey. Remember that. That is a lesson you learn from watching Swamp Folk. Thank you for joining us. Stick around. I think Hector is up next. And please come and watch us again, not next Thursday, but the Thursday after. Bye!